Welcome, teenies new and old, to Wits and Crits, a roundtable Q&A style podcast hosted by me, your dice goblin and resident vanilla guard boy loving ship gremlin, Hayden Davio. I speak word money good, don't you know? Anyway, I'm the player for Aviana Kolash, Regan Aylox, and Fionnuala Ione. For those of us, oh my god. Wow.
Let's go!
This is today. This
I'm not
is
gonna
today.
say the
I'm
context.
rolling
My
with
pickle
it.
had nothing to do with the fucking throwing off the vibes.
No, I just don't know how to speak anymore, man. But for those of you who are finding us for the first time, hi, hello. We're Nat 19. We're a group of actors, performers, and improvisers who have come together through our love of storytelling and mutual nerdery. Today on the show, I have Carrie, Johnston, and Logan Laidlaw.
Hi. This is gonna be so good.
I knew this was gonna be the energy going in, y'all.
Today on the show, I have a breakdown. What are we doing with our lives?
Introduce yourselves, you gorgeous beans. Let's start with Carrie.
Oh, how dare you? Oh my gosh. Okay. Heckin', what do I do? What do I say? Oh.
I don't know,
Oh my
Vance.
god, I've been
name?
doing this
Who
all
do you
fucking
play?
weekend. I should be able to fucking do it. Okay, hi, I'm Carrie, Carrie Johnston, or X Bubble Bucky X, and in Nat 19. I'm currently playing Lawrence Ludwig Valorin, also known as Lori. I've also played Lexi and Isla, and I'm also currently playing Devin, and just so many Nat 19 characters.
Fuck is Isla?
Who the fuck is Isla? It's been years. Get over Isla already, Carrie. God. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, heck yeah. What about you, Laidlaw, with your clicky clacks?
Get
Sorry.
him. Get him.
Hello, I'm Dr. Worm. I'm Logan. I'm Logan, the guy who introduces himself as Dr. Worm, whose username is Blazing Azure Crow and identifies as a capybara. I'm building a little zoo in here.
I see. The worms and the capybara.
Hi, you probably know
Wow.
who I am on account of hearing my voice way too much in the other stuff. I'm Logan. I'm a voice actor. I'm a TTRPG content author. I'm the one what runs Nat 19, and I do the games, and I'm the one that thought up Somnustamina from a brain hole. And I make the friends, and I write the books. And I'm Dr. Worm, and that song's really in my head right now. So that's just gonna be me saying Dr. Worm at times.
Oh, the energy's
heck
great
yeah.
today.
I'm
y'all.
not
yeah.
a real doctor, but I am a real worm.
Well, my worms.
That's him.
How this show
Uh,
works, for those
I
of
do
you who
not
don't know.
identify as a worm, Hayden. How dare you? How dare
Okay,
you
but
put
I
me
would
in that
still love
category?
you if you were a worm.
Oh, okay, thick. That's fucking sick. Thank God. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Thick. It's thick.
It was thick.
It's
I know.
thick.
I was hoping y'all
Yep.
didn't catch
No,
that.
I heard.
No, Vince, I got it. You're not getting away
thick,
with that.
bro.
Thank God,
Oh,
and
thick,
sick
bro.
combined.
Bro, that's
thick, bruh.
Bro, that's thick.
Thick.
Oh, that's thick, dude. It's just like a good hot dog. That's thick, bro.
thick, bruh.
Oh
Oh,
my
shit,
God.
Hayden, you were being so professional, dude.
No, it's all good. Okay, for those of you who don't know how this show works, I am going to roll 2 different dice. I'm going to roll a d4 to determine who I'm asking a question for, and a d6 to determine which question. And I have a fancy little dice tower, so I will be a little goblin and go boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And we rolled a 2, so it's going to be for Logan.
All right,
Hey.
it's time for me to answer a question.
Wanna do
Is it
another-
who I am? Because I have a very specific answer if it's for who I am.
God, I hope
Oh,
that's who
my
he
phone.
is.
Ah, ah, ah.
Everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
You know what? This podcast is the podcast where everything goes wrong.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Logan,
Yeah.
we're jumping back to Vestige here, or we're talking about the
I'm
world
not
of
ready.
Somnustamina.
Okay.
The person asks, I'm not really clear on what the academy is and the quality of life the people that are put there have. Is it prison with cells, or are there magic users able to move freely with supervision? Could you please elaborate if it doesn't spoil anything?
Sure. I've talked about
Interesting.
effectively what the academy is and how it works in chats before, and there's going to be a big section of it in the setting guide because it's important. So how to put this? The academy is a pseudo-religious institution. It's not actually religious, but it functions in a way that you would swear it was, in that they claim hiccups. They claim to be operating under as an extension of the Church of the Four, but they themselves are not religiously oriented. The academy itself is not where criminals are stored. It is not where they're put. The academy is the name of the wardens and the scholars who research magic, research its secrets, and try to keep anything dangerous out of the hands of people, and are given the right to regulate the laws that that they impose upon the people of Retia specifically, in an attempt to keep magic from reaching a point where it's apocalyptic in nature, which is what they were founded for. Because there was a big old prophecy in the previous age that Retia would be torn apart by unchecked magic and magical weaponry, and then that age came to an end, but the academy was already being put together to stop it, and then they just kept going. Anyways, how the academy works. So the academy is effectively magic hunters. They're people who study magic. They're people who study how to take down magic. They themselves utilize magic, but in a way they deem responsible. They're given the authority to act outside the law by the Retian royal family in the capital. So the empire effectively is like, you guys are not beholden to our laws. That said, if they ever did anything to piss off the capital would probably just wipe out the academy. So they understand that there are limits to what they can do. They are mostly soldiers because they are effectively a standing military. They're mostly magic hunters who are very well versed in anti-magic techniques and also in things like firearms to try to get one up on what they expect spellcasters not to be used to. And then the others among them are those who study sealing techniques, such as the Scholar, which is the mark that is put onto people as effectively a curse that limits their ability to do magic once they're captured. Now, regarding prisoners, there's effectively two ways you're handled by the three ways. Way one, you're killed.
Oh, jeez.
I wasn't going to say that one, but way one, you're deemed too dangerous, you won't come peacefully, you can't be sealed, so they kill you. Way two is you approach them. This is mostly wizards and other academic mages. Approach them or are approached by them and are like, hey, I'm on the verge of my arcane talents or research exceeding what you guys have deemed to be legal. I'd like to make a deal. I want to keep doing research. At which point the academy will do a review of their work, of what they're trying to do, of their capacity for destructive magic, and if they decide that they are someone that should be trusted or would be beneficial to have studying magic, they'll be like, cool, we're going to give you the Scholar, but it's not on. However, any member of the academy can at any time turn the Scholar on people like that, so they've basically just been like, you can continue your work, we're going to regulate you, and if you ever get out of control, we're turning it on and you lose your magic.
Interesting.
The other way they handle you is generally if they have to go out and capture you, they will put the Scholar on people to once again the Scholar, just to be clear, because I bring it up a lot. It's effectively a thing that binds into your soul. It appears in your body, even if you're reincarnated or whatever. You would probably still have it on your skin depending on the situation because it follows you. You could cut off an arm like with it on it, and it would still affect you because it's part of your soul. But like if they will capture you, put it on you, and then if they want you to be contained, they will generally send very powerful mages off to what's called the Academy Island, which is usually what people mean when they say sent to the Academy. Basically, there's a checkpoint system where you can take a boat from a place called, what was it in my brain? Port Redwalk, I think it was. Port Redwalk can go to an intermediate island where mages are prepared and they're searched and then sent from there on a boat out to a big old island that's in the middle of a giant anti-magic field, where they send mages off to continue their research in pockets of it where magic can still be done, but none of their magic can reach outside of it. All their magic is heavily monitored. They're not allowed to do anything above a certain level, and if they try to use anything there for nefarious purposes, they are generally killed. But they allow most mages there to continue their research, because if they observe advancements in magic and they are part of those advancements, they can counter them if they happen outside. So they encourage mages there to continue working and to like reach better magic or discover new secrets about magic, because they can then take them and use them against other mages. So regarding prisoners, you're sent off to Academy Island, big old anti-magic island, and in a big old dead magic zone. Or they just kill you, or you're basically given a permit to work, and you're given the scholar, and you need to know that at some point they can just turn it on.
Gotcha. No.
It's a long, boring answer.
No, it's not boring at all. I'm very invested. I'm invested in it. Meh. So note to highest standard, find out how to get Miriam a work permit, even though that'll never fucking work with that dingus porcus.
No, we can do it. We know some government people. We can do it.
Yeah. We got the government hookups.
It's
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, because a lot of people like to think in terms of mechanics. So they'll approach things being like, well, the question often comes up like, well, what magic, what level of spell? If they see you do an 8th level cure wounds, are they gonna like be like, 8th level magic? I would remind people that I don't think that way. In universe, I don't really see an 8th level cure wounds looking any different to a person than a 1st level cure wounds, apart from the amount. So like,
And like, how would they know?
yeah,
Like, only
exactly.
The person being healed would be like, that's a lot of healing. I feel so much better.
Spell levels effectively don't exist in universe. It's just they care more about how destructive is the magic you're using, and those of them that are used to magic have a sense of like, oh, I know that spell. I know how complex that is. So that's the kind of stuff they care about. There's a shorthand of 7th level and higher spells are illegal. But if an academy member sees you cast Dominate Person, they would probably treat that the same way. Or if they see you casting like or whatnot, if they see anything that like takes away people's autonomy or heckin' is dangerous, like if you cast a fireball in the middle of a town without reason, they'd be like, hey, that's the same thing as 7th level magic as far as we're concerned. You're dangerous with magic. So I'd remind anyone listening that the world doesn't operate looking for mechanics. They care about how dangerous a mage is, based on what they're doing and how things look. A mage could, in theory, get really good at making all of their big magic look like it's less than it is, and they'd probably not ever be bothered by them. So Miriam,
Needs to fucking look out.
Miriam's big thing is Miriam's gotta fucking not do try to cast Lycrothemia's Lunar Devastation in front of anybody important, for example.
I knew he'd be the death of us. I knew it.
If that motherfucker ever tries that again, I'll just stab him in the face.
No, you won't.
I'll threaten it, though.
I was gonna say, you'll definitely threaten it.
Oh,
Miriam,
yeah. No.
Do it.
Miriam wants to learn Idomancy, as he's expressed. So,
yeah.
Idomancy is about the furthest you can get from what the Academy wants people to do. So, I will say, they at this point in time, they do know what Idomancy is, they just keep it to themselves. If they saw anybody using Idomancy, they would be on them immediately. They'd be like, oh shit, no, that's the worst magic. That's the magic, but worse.
Okay, so all I'm hearing is we gotta be careful about who we cast shit in front of.
I imagine Miriam is one day going to have some bad run-ins with the Academy.
Can't fucking wait.
That's gonna be
so
great.
good.
It's gonna be so good. I'm so good.
I can't fucking wait. It's good. Yay.
Well, the wrong person saw Miriam doing stuff. I guess we have to kill them.
Oh,
Just
no.
shrug
Oh,
like
shame. Oh no, my least favorite thing to do.
Oh no.
Well, grab them.
Oh, well, fucking get him.
Put them in this
Here I
sack.
Grab him. We do have
Ow.
a bag of holding. We'll just put that over his head and, they'll suffer.
I heard that when you put people in there, they die.
Not all the time.
Okay, but aren't we trying to stuff them in the bag? Just 0 blood on their hands. They were killed by the bag.
The law will respect the distinction.
Listen, officer, they just climbed into the bag.
I had no control over what they did once they were in there.
I'm not going to.
It's not my right to tell them to come out of the bag once they're in.
I'm not going to tell a grown person what to do. It's their life.
We tried to tell them there'd be no oxygen, but, they were scared and they didn't believe
It's their
us.
life.
So...
Until it wasn't.
Tell her what? Yeah, exactly. Mhm.
And now there's just a corpse in my bag. Not my
They just
fault.
kept screaming, "It's my dream to go into a sack," and we were like, weird. And then they
Like,
did
weird, but you know,
Strange, but live your truth.
whatever floats your boat. Live your best life, bestie. Carrie, for me, as Lexi, can you say live your best life, bestie?
it. Live your best life, bestie.
Perfect. I'll
Die.
make that a soundbite. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die.
Make it a Discord sound, Logan.
Fuck yeah.
Want to live your best life, bestie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Alright, I'm gonna roll another d4. Thank you guys.
No! No!
Fucking fine. God. Okay, it's for both of you guys, though.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Okay, that's gonna be. Oh, this one's fun.
Ooh.
For Logan and Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
That's
what went into deciding Lori's heritage? Who proposed the idea of him thinking he was Quinn's son? I don't know
Carrie.
why I read it that way, but you know.
I loved it.
Question 11.
Lettuce. Like,
Number 10.
mm-hmm. Dude,
Go ahead.
hundo me. 100% me. Like, again, I said to Logan, I was like, Logan, what I want to do, and it doesn't need to be true, I just want to think that it's true. I want to think that I am Quintus's son. I want to think that Quinn is my dad. You don't have to tell me if it's true or if it's a lie. I just want to think that. Can I do that? And he was like, yeah, like, just sure.
We can figure out how to make it work. I mean, I forgot your idea for a while. I remember when we were like preparing for the game, and I had a conversation where I contacted you with like ideas about how, like, what your patron could be and how you could be a warlock, and you're like, "That's interesting, Logan. Except I don't want to be a warlock." And I was like, "Oh."
Because I pitched this idea years ago, like
I
when
was
Hayden was
living
still
with y'all,
living with
yeah?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, years ago. And I hadn't played Drake at that point, so I hadn't been a warlock yet. So I was like, I think I would make him a warlock. And then since then, I played an entire campaign as a warlock, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be a warlock again. I want to fucking go through stuff. And also, I think that it would be cute to be a bard, because it'd be like, oh, my dad's best friend's a bard, and he'll like me so much more if I'm a bard. Like, fucking, I just thought
So
that
is
would
that
be
what
cute.
I'm remembering? You did
Yeah.
say it at one point that
I
you wanted
did.
to be?
I did say that. I wanted
Oh,
it at
that
one
makes me
point.
feel way better about
Yeah,
me
you're good.
just inventing it. I've been for a
you're
long
good.
time. I thought I just fucking invented that.
You were like,
out of
be
nowhere.
a warlock.
Yeah, I thought I was just being weirdly insistent.
Nah, man. Yeah,
Huh.
and then we switched it up, and you were like, sure. And then you were like, here's a giant backstory, and I'm like, sick. Appreciate.
Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's
Very
That's how it
collaborative.
goes.
Appreciate. It was a good time.
That's how it goes. That's how you do. That's what you do. Your player tells you want to do a thing, and you're like, well, I mean, I can't see why not, mostly.
Yeah, because I knew that if I came to you and I was like, I want to be Quinn's son, I want it to be factual, you'd be like, this is going to have to be a discussion between, like, me, you, and Cody.
I mean,
and
well,
it's going to be
from a
whole
character
thing.
perspective, it's
Like,
more fun for you if you don't know.
Exactly.
Like, because then you really don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
again, I think that it is, but I don't know for sure. How the hell would I know? Like, it's way more fun to just act like I'm sure of it.
Yep.
Like, yeah. But yeah, no, collaborative. It was my
That's
pitch,
so
and then
good.
Logan was really, really sweet about it.
That's amazing.
You're amazing.
I
Buzz.
remember.
Mhm.
I remember that walk. You're like,
Mm.
you know?
I wanted to hurt Cody. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. Like this
Oh,
vestige, and like
Sorry for my
ever
cooking.
since
That's
he
fine.
was like, Quinn likes Lexi. I'm like, well, war were declared, and it's just been me and Cody
War were declared.
fucking with each other. It's been wonderful.
so good. Oh, we're gonna ask another question.
Fine.
I didn't
It's for
agree to
you,
this.
Carrie.
No, fuck.
Oh, which question will it be? Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Which question will I
it
ask?
be? Yeah.
Okay.
They're thinking
Alright,
about it. Oh
alright.
my God.
No, because I decided, I was like, no, I want to ask this one instead.
You've got too much power, Hayden.
I have so much power.
They're
It's
going
great. I love
fucking
it.
mad with power.
So we're gonna start light. We're gonna start light.
Okay.
So to Carrie, recently, Desmond almost died. How do you think Lori would handle the death of his friend and mentor? Like I said, light question.
I literally said to Aaron after game, I was like, do you understand how the entirety of the way that I play Lori would change if Desmond fucking died? And it's so funny because like, fucking Logan remembers, like before we actually started playing, I was joking about like, I'm gonna be this little fucking rat fuck and I'm gonna annoy the shit out of you. And I'm gonna be like, fucking, I'm gonna be a better detective than you. Brr, 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 brr. And that was the plan. And then once we started playing, I was like, oh no, Lori loves him. He's protecting him. And he would be devastated if anything ever happened to him. Oh no. Whoopsie doopsie. So yeah,
Whoopsie, Captain Eisen.
Ain't that just the fucking way? It's like, I'm gonna
Whoopsie,
do this.
whoopsie, Captain Eisen.
Ah, shit.
Like, I feel like he would be way less fun. I think that would probably be too much for him. He's already going through a lot, and I'm not gonna say because some stuff hasn't been revealed in game, but I think that would definitely be too much for him, and he wouldn't be as like probably flirtatious with the ladies and like I would like an apple juice. Like I think he would just be like really sad and quiet for
Fucking everybody
very
coming into
long
D&D
time.
being like, I'm gonna make a character that don't care about fucking anything. They're gonna be silly, and then not expecting
To
literally
care.
anything in D&D to happen.
Every time, man.
Oh yeah, it's so fun to me. I love it.
Yep.
And I love watching it happen too.
Oh yeah,
He's
dude, I
like,
love it happening like within your body. You're like, what's going on here?
Yes.
Oh my god, I have the feelings, I have the emotions. Oh my god, like it's the best.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, devastated. It would completely change him as a person. Like I feel like Desmond and Lori both don't admit how much they care about and need each other. Which is great. I love that shit. I love that shit.
It's so funny because frame one, I was like, oh yeah, no, I can tell that that's their relationship. Like you saying that, I was like, no, I caught that frame one the moment they were like talking to each other. I was like, these two fuckers like each other. Not like in the fucking, you know, but like they enjoy each other's company. I can see
You like
their
your partner in crime, don't you, Mr. Don't you, Squidward?
No, for real.
Dude, I was gonna
That's what it
say,
is.
I mean, I remember that when Avi started getting to know people, Cody kept sending me the fucking "you like Krabby Patties, don't you?" Squidward meme the whole time. I'm like, no, absolutely not. And he's like, sure. I'm sure you
right
think
to do
that's
so.
true.
No, he was correct to do so.
No, he was correct. Like a bitch.
So, like a
Cody.
bitch. I love
Like
you
a
so much,
stupid
Cody.
little bitch.
Like a
I'ma get
stupid,
you.
correct bitch.
I'm gonna fucking get your ass.
I'm gonna get him. It's fine. I'ma roll this dice. Thank you for the answer.
You're so welcome. What a
welcome.
devastating question.
I know,
Way to go,
right?
Logan.
I said we're starting light.
Starting so light.
So light. All right. Carrie.
Yeah.
Pick two
What's
or
up, buddy?
three.
3.
All right. Sweet. It's a shame you didn't pick 2.
Uh-oh.
Carrie,
Yeah?
the fuck?
Oh. Logan. Hi.
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 I wanted to say hi too.
I want to say hi to you.
I wanted to be included. So, Logan and Nan.
Yeah.
Oh?
As a DM, do you
Yeah.
find it hard to keep long-term plot twists? Have I asked you this before?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Get him. Get
Sorry,
his
there,
ass.
there have been similar questions, and I feel like I just had a stroke.
So, viewers, if I've asked this question again or before, just let it ride. All right. Anyway.
Y'all need to understand, all of us are very tired today. We're
It's
doing our
true.
fucking
We
best.
are all a little bit sleepy. That should
I've
be
been up
mentioned.
since like 7:30, and I've been going because doctor's appointment and then voice acted for multiple hours. I'm
Yeah,
very
I
tired.
just finished doing a con. It's y'all. It's the whole time. It's the whole fucking
Bro,
time.
the post-con sleepies are so fucking real. I always take my first day after a con off.
Yeah.
I had to stream my first day after.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah,
you were
I know,
great.
bitch.
Stream
What
was so fun.
monster made you do that?
Who could have done such a thing? Anywho, Logan, answer the question.
Anyway, so Logan, As
Yeah.
a DM, do you find it hard to keep long-term plot twist secrets like Sterling being Berserker, no idea what that's about, or Mary Mist,
Oh,
or Mary Mist
God.
being possessed by Velis? Do you ever worry about letting something slip?
real quick, before you answer,
Okay.
I want to explain Sterling being Berserker to Hayden real quick. Logan.
I'm so down.
Okay, so our Fate campaign, obviously, Solar Shadow. The group had a hideout that they stole from a lich. Don't worry about those
Don't worry
details.
about
They're
it.
not
Yeah, don't worry
important.
about it, yeah.
Got it, got it.
And they were hanging out one time, and they didn't know much about the other servants or whatnot. And a young man, a young little, basically hot frat boy kind of guy who did not belong in the area, wandered toward the base, drunk, and collapsed. And Assassin, played by Cody, went out and wanted to kill them, but they're like, no, fucking,
It's
we're
just
not
a
gonna
sweet
do that.
bean. It's
We're just
a
gonna
sweet
bring him in
boy.
here. And he was a bit of a fuck boy. Like he was nice, but he was a nice guy,
Yeah.
liked to drink, wanted to party. He was like, yeah, my adopted dad runs like a circus in town that's traveling through here. I've just been trying to make good. I've been going into town and I've been partying with my dad's money, and it's been great. And they made friends with him. And then they later found out that the berserker servant Fafnir was effectively summoned by his adopted father, was summoned in Sterling. Like, it was summoned using him as a cover, so the berserker servant sort of werewolfed in and out of Sterling. So he would become Fafnir when needed, but other servants couldn't sense him because he was hidden inside a normal guy. So they were just his friend and would occasionally seek him out and have him around, and they didn't think anything of him. Meanwhile, the berserker servant was constantly around them and was an enemy and was a bad. And they had no idea about that until much, much, much later. Fucking, I don't know why you guys ever trust the nice friends I give you.
I mean, dude, also, like you said, he was a fuckboy and a hottie, and I was
I
Ayla, so
think
it's like,
something I'm
what's
really good at.
up?
I think something
Yeah.
I'm really good at when it comes to these kind of twists, and if I dote on this, people are going to start to not trust anything I do, which is fine. I've been waiting for that to happen.
How dare.
I find I'm really good at introducing characters who are definitely a whole other thing, but they seem to have enough of a deal that you can write them off because they feel like an archetype of like, oh, this person feels like they're the quest giver that's just meant to get us from like through this cave to the other side of the cave. They're an interesting thing here. I usually hide more important things under the short-term things like that. So it's like, yeah, this is just like an encounter. You guys met like a guy's, he's around, he's a way to meet the carnival and whatnot. Oh, it's fine. He's actually a dragon in the form of a young man, but don't worry. He doesn't know that. Don't worry about it.
Dude, there was a whole thing where he was like hitting on Ayla, and she was having a whole internal debate about whether she should go fuck him, and then got super fucking drunk, and then fucking Lancer ended up being like making her sad, so she didn't go and fuck him. And then after that, we were just joking about, can you imagine if they had sex and he became a dragon during?
Bro.
Just fucking
Wouldn't have become a dragon during.
Yeah, but we joked about it though, and it was really funny.
That's really
But yeah,
funny.
and the Mary Miss thing, I just kind of expected people to figure that out after a while because
Nope.
I think I've answered a version of this question before, so I'll answer
Yeah.
it briefly. But I had laid the clues that the curse mark that pulled Raleigh's soul into the mirror had also separated Velis from Raleigh previously. So in my mind, it was relatively obvious that that's probably where Velis should have gone. And they should expect him to be in there. And then they went in and they encountered two things in the mirror. They encountered Mary Mist and they encountered the young white dragon. The young white dragon was doing his bit, and Mary Mist was for no reason antagonistic towards Raleigh and was like, get away from me, snowballs. And I was always a little bit sitting there being like, I wonder if they're ever gonna like really dig in and be like, why was Mary Mist? Why was Satsumaru's like subordinate? Why were they in the mirror? Which, to be fair, they weren't in the mirror because of Velis. They were in there beforehand, but I always expected people to be like, why were they in there? What was happening with that? why was that a thing that was going on? But no one ever really. They were always just like, "Oh, we got her out. It's fine." Not knowing you guys had early on invited who is effectively the antagonist of the entire story
Once
to just
again,
hang
we're
out.
so trusting.
It's
We're
true!
So fucking
Hi.
trusting, dude.
I wasn't there from the beginning, so I take no blame. I was introduced to this cutie patootie who was doing like sign language at me, and I'm
Oh,
like,
Alzandi was
sweet.
also in there.
It's true.
That should be noted.
Oh,
Heckin'. Oh,
So
no, I guess
I take no
Alzandi
blame?
did help to distract from.
yeah. Yeah. He's so good. Oh, I
Yeah.
love Alzandi.
Alzandi's great. I love Alzandi. But yeah, no, I've always been sitting here being like, the thing about it is I don't make any real attempt to hide these things. I'm usually just like, I know what's going on. I will usually try to drop as many hints as I can so that when eventually stuff comes out, people can be like, oh, which I think is what happened with Merry Mist. I think whenever it did come out, the party did have some people, mostly Aaron and Cody, I think were the ones who were like, oh yeah, because they were in the mirror. But like, apart from like leaving little hints and stuff, I neither try to deceive, nor do I really try to highlight anything. I just know what people are doing and where, and if it comes out, it comes out. Like, so I guess my short answer is I don't find it that hard. Because I never plan anything that I'm not willing to have revealed at any time. If I really don't want something to be known in the game because it would ruin something for later, I as a GM will simply not create a situation where it can be known. Which, I know a lot of people would listen to that and be like, well, is that railroading? It's like, no. Fucking people don't have access to everything all the time, especially at lower levels. Like, if I don't want people to know about, the secret organization that I want to pop up in Campaign 3 to be the antagonists, I just won't have any of them show up or be talked about until I want them to be known.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the math's not hard. In that case, I did all I had to do was not talk about Velis, and people were fine leaving the topic alone. Until I started to lay very small hints with Miriam when I actually started to introduce him through Miriam's memories.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, I did start being like, I'm poking the fire again, so I'm expecting somebody might start to think about Velis again, but for most of the campaign, like, especially after Raleigh left, the party kind of got onto this, like, it doesn't matter sort of vibe. Like, they were like, Velis is out there, but, like, we got other things to think about, and I was like, well, it works for me. In the meantime, every time you guys find any big magical thing, or like open a library, or any benefits you get, Velis is just going to be there being like, oh cool, I got these too, neat. Velis learned things that maybe he shouldn't have learned from the Summercrest library.
Oh god.
That's gonna be so fun to deal
He's
with.
gonna fucking get us, man.
He already fucking got us.
He's gonna get us even worse.
Yeah, it's true.
God.
I don't know. I don't think I'm
You do know, you shit.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Why would I have any idea what's gonna happen?
D&D's written, don't you know?
I claim I have so little long-term. Though I mean, I do know what's gonna happen, but like, like not in a meaningful way. I know world events that are going to fall out of the sky and strike you on the head, and then I'm going to see what you do about them. That's the extent of all I know. I didn't know when you were gonna go to Honokuni. All I knew is that Miriam was like, I would like to get the other thing, and I was like, well, I know. That's kind of what I mean by I know where things are and what they're doing, and I don't really care about like revealing it. Is I know where all the Constella queries are, unless I decide to arbitrarily change some for story purposes, which I might, game's got a game. I knew where the Tiberius barrel knife was, and so when Miriam was like, I want to find the other one, and he was told that to the Faignant, I was like, well, between this and literally that session being when Tribulation's old sword had been found, which connected the group to Honokuni, I was like, I guess that's happening sooner than later.
Guess we're doing it now.
Then you guys went to the place that's surrounded by a lake of interplanar mist, and I was like, I cannot rationalize when it would happen if not here.
Yeah.
So, you know, fucking... I know things that will happen, but rarely the order or how they'll be dealt with. Which is the
Yeah,
fun
that's
part of
fair.
being a GM.
That's kind of great.
It's so fun.
I'm kind of very hands-off, in my opinion. Like, I there's a very active world. I think that my style of GMing is just turning the gears of the world around the party and being fascinated with what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We overthink shit, and then it's the stuff that you don't think we'll overthink.
You all seem to think I'm like a mastermind.
Yeah. Listen, you wrote Brotherhood. Of course we think you're a mastermind.
You stupid bitches. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You stupid bitches, I don't know what I'm doing. I wrote Brotherhood.
Right? Like, goddamn.
I've been saying it a lot recently, but the moment when Quantavius revealed, or not he revealed, but whenever the ghost revealed his whole thing, and then there was just the drawn out pause and just me being like, did I do Brotherhood again? And you and Matthew just being like,
doing
yeah.
so good, though. Like, keep going. It's okay. Like, just fucking...
I'm glad I waited to watch Brotherhood until
it was done, yeah.
Until-
You would have
yeah.
been like,
Yep.
fuck.
I think it makes it better that I accidentally copied Brotherhood's homework that I waited, because
Yeah.
it kind of added this thing of legitimacy of me being like, I have never, ever seen it.
Yep.
All I know of FMA is the original FMA. That's it.
Yep. The shit that you were fucking, like, writing was not in the original FMA, so you're good. Like, yeah.
What do you mean? Fate and FMA are in the same universe.
Of course, that makes
Obviously.
sense. Obviously.
You know what also makes sense? Asking another question.
Oh, fuck.
Just makes sense.
It just makes sense. Okay. I gave this option to Carrie. Logan, 1 or 3?
3.
We both
Okay.
picked 3, oh my god.
I like 3.
For both of y'all.
Oh.
What's the
Our Gretchen's
decision?
in 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, what is a decision you've made in character that you wish it had a different outcome?
Oh.
That's an interesting.
That's really interesting.
That
I'm
I
trying to
wish
think
it
about
had
the
a different-
repercussions of my actions.
Um, Go ahead.
Stealing the horses and then having those cats fucking die.
What?
In fate.
Okay.
You know that they weren't like, they were basically not real cats.
I know, but I, as Carrie, still felt terrible, and it didn't fucking help that Spencer was there being like,
Yeah, Spencer
Like
was
a
Spencer was-
bastard.
like a
Spencer was
son of
Spencer
a
was
bitch.
being a fuckface. That's
He was,
true.
he was making me feel even worse, but anything that led to... I know they were little fucking shits and they weren't real, but, like, I still felt like I murdered cats, and I felt terrible. And that was a whole... Especially because fucking... Oh my god, I feel bad 'cause I'm blanking on their name right now. The dude who ran the circus, the dude whose cats and horses they were.
Oh no.
Yup.
I made him up. How have I
Yup.
forgotten?
Yup.
It's an...
Sterling's dad.
It's like an R. It's like R something.
Oh god.
Roger.
Oh my
Nope.
god.
Rabbit.
How have
No.
I forgotten?
Oh no, because it's
Oh.
been a very long time.
How have I forgotten
Molly.
a
Okay, you-
pivotal character's name?
But you think about that
Oh,
while...
it's gonna be right
fucking-
fucking there. It's gonna be right.
Oh my god. One
What?
second, I'm
How
gonna look
am
up
I
on the wiki.
forgetting?
Here
I know
go.
I know everything. Why him? Why have I forgotten him? Meh. Hold on.
I'm looking
Hold
up on the
on.
wiki.
I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I know how to do
You
this.
know how to do this?
I know how to do this.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the story while you do it.
Hold on.
Um,
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Audric Loring.
There you... Why did we think R?
I mean, it's close. It's Al.
That's fair.
Ow.
But yeah,
Audric Loring.
Yeah, he like came to our base, and I had to have a whole thing where I was like, I stole your horses, and I'm so sorry. And several of your cats died, and I'm incredibly sorry. And I will do whatever I can to make it up to you. Like, I was like almost actually crying as Carrie. I felt fucking
Oh, Carrie.
terrible, dude. I felt so bad. So I really wish that me and Cody hadn't murdered some animals. Like,
real quick for you.
Yeah.
Hayden, I'm gonna throw this into the Wits and Crits chat.
oh, so you can see how
Yeah.
hot he is? Yeah.
That's the fuck boy.
Look at Sterling. Oh my god.
Not my
stand
type.
a
Sterling
chance.
Wolfric.
I didn't stand a chance.
He's so not my type.
I didn't think he would be, honestly.
No.
He's super my type.
If he was a if he was a little lady, I'd be like, yeah.
Fair.
But
That's
the
fair.
thing is, that style as a dude does nothing for me.
No, I'm so about it. So
Hey,
about it.
Live your truth, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, I have room for one
He was
brooding
this.
nat one brooding Nat 19 boy, and that is Keen.
What about his other form? Did that do anything for you, Hayden?
Wood.
How you like that?
Send us in the
Smash.
chat. There you go.
Smash.
Like that one? Yeah, absolute fucking
Yeah, yeah, I'm about it.
smash.
Nah, I ain't about this little Twinkie boy. Nah.
Me and Logan are trying to be quiet because our next door neighbors are smashing the fuck out of some windows.
It's true.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I know.
I'm scared to ask
go on.
why.
We don't know why.
Oh.
Hopefully we'll find. I hope they're renovating.
Character
I'm
decision.
sure. I hope so.
Yup. Literally just hearing like, like
Char-
all fucking
So,
day.
character
Sorry.
decision that I thought
Yes.
I would have liked to go differently. It's hard because I'm not a player very often.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
like if it's hard and you're like maybe an NPC or something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever character comes to mind that you're like,
I love
should've
that
had
you
a different
play
outcome.
fucking Ajisai, who's an absolute fucking chaos, just goblin. And you're like, nope, not a single regret. Like,
No, I don't. Everything they do, I mean, as of recently, I wish that they hadn't sent Krusk up with Casper, because I can't account for Cody creating a situation where, like, they were like, I'm gonna draw from the deck, and then they're like, well, I said it. I guess I have to do it, even though it won't affect anything once he's gone. So, you know, like, I a little bit feel like if I could have avoided that, then I would have. But apart from maybe thinking that perhaps Ajisai should have gone up with Krusk, the only reason they didn't being the fact that they didn't know that we had the scroll until they were going up. I fucking it's gonna sound weird. There is a part of me that regrets that we met a Jin who could un-Ajisai's whole situation so early. Because as much as I love the shift into playing Gremlin Ajisai, there is a part of me that wanted to play out being a Revenant for a lot longer. But whenever the situation was put in front of me where they could ask to have that fixed, I couldn't not do that. It would have been
Yeah.
very strange of me as Ajisai to not try to fix it right then and there. But there is a part of me that like thinks that maybe it would have been better if it was more endgame that Ajisai came back, and that maybe there was a lot more to explore in their struggles as a Revenant. But I don't know. That's just me thinking about the lost potential being sad, and that's why you play D&D, to be sad.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Beyond that-
D&D if not to cry and flirt with your friends?
That's it. That's all I want to do.
Beyond that, things
That's
that
it.
maybe NPCs did that didn't do what I wanted. Yes. One thing.
Okay.
Aww.
And if it's only because it would have reduced confusion later.
Oh, okay.
When Diane and Quintus went on their forced date that he made her go on,
Oh yeah.
he talked a bit about the Constellaquaries. And she made a point during that conversation, because she was very interested in them, because she was a member, you know, so she was who she was in the family. She, entirely trying to keep up appearances, said that eventually she may have to come for them and take them if their goals ever don't align. And I feel like that moment of hostility was one of the few things that was slightly over a line that led to Quintus being like, you need to tell Edrigan. Like, I feel like there was a certain cascade of they were a little too hostile in that moment. And I think that led to a lack of general trust. And it's not that I regret it per se, but given that there was a cascade of people a lot later being like, well, why did Diane betray us? And I've always been like, well, she didn't. She was just trying to survive the way she always was. She was actually the most dedicated ally the party had right up until she wasn't.
Yes.
Right up until she was told, hey, get yourself thrown in jail and executed probably, and where you'll probably be killed by the family in jail. And then she was like, I would like to not do that. And, you know, she wasn't going to explain that to Quintus because Quintus wasn't going to understand. But I do think that that moment was a really important moment that could have led to Diane not being eventually having to switch sides and like helping Tenebros briefly. And I think that well, not Tenebros, but Diane got batted around a lot, and a lot of it was behind the scenes because she just kept trying to do what she had to survive. And like, there's a moment that sticks in my mind that I did not like as a GM, and it wasn't Matthew's fault, and it wasn't my fault. It was just a thing where on the Sword of Damocles,
I know.
Flux was like, "You helped Tenebros," and she was like, "I fucking didn't." But because she had off screen after that been threatened by Tenebros and left because the opposite was, hey, he kill her, because he basically found her during the chaos of the Stradivarius attack, and which she had nothing to do with, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna impersonate you at the election. You can either say that's cool and take all this research I have and go flee, or I can kill you and do it anyways. And she was like, interesting options. I'll do the flee one. But that happened entirely off screen. And Diane's a super secretive character, and I think I did a really good job having her act in ways that were hard to be understood intentionally. But the problem with that is in D&D is that the party didn't know a lot of things she was doing because she was being too effectively secretive, which led to a lot of misunderstandings about her motivations. And I don't think that encounter with Flux, I think it was just a misunderstanding. And I think it only felt bad because it just felt like two people yelling at each other. It didn't feel, not that everything has to be fun, but like, I don't think either Matthew or I liked being on either side of that particular moment of roleplay. Because Matthew felt like he'd forgotten stuff, and I had to play Diane the way Diane would be played, but I understood that it wasn't Matthew's fault. But if you say something like that to someone, they're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So it had to be kind of this confrontational moment that I know Matthew didn't super enjoy, but I also couldn't think of a way around it. And this is my way of saying, seeding it back. If Diane had maybe just not had to get dominoed into what happened, then that wouldn't have happened. So I think maybe if she had been less hostile about the Constellaquaries thing, I think maybe that would have been one of the few moments where the party would have been like, well, she's neutral, as opposed to she's a looming danger. It's a really long answer, sorry.
No.
Dude, no. Long answers are great.
That's great.
We want to know.
Hell yeah. I love
that. That was a good heckin' answer. Yeah.
A good heckin' answer. We only got a couple more, so milking it is fine. So I'm gonna roll a D4.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's one more. We can go ahead and do the last one for both of y'all. It's a very important question.
Ooh.
This is the
Your
last
lives
one?
may depend on it. No. This is the last one for both of you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, this was short.
Yeah, like, do it. I'm tired. Let's go nap.
All right, let's go take a nap. Cuddle puddle.
Nap time.
Cuddle puddle.
To Logan and Carrie. What is your favorite flavor of Pringle?
Oh. Okay. My go-tos.
And hoist it on my own petard.
I have 3 go-tos, depending on the mood. And the last one's gonna be controversial, so I'll save it. The most basic one that I enjoy. I know, right? So controversial. The basic one that I enjoy. Sour cream and onion. And also BBQ. The controversial one is that I really like pizza Pringles, man.
Pizza Pringles fuck.
I
Pizza
fucking
Pringles
love pizza
fuck.
They're
Pringles.
so good. That's
But
like a
you're
legitimately
stupid
great
if
answer.
They're telling you that
so good.
Pizza Pringles fuck hard.
They're so good. I fucking love them, dude. But so many people are like, ugh, and I'm like, fuck you. They're delicious, and we don't have them in Scotland.
I
So
tell
I'm
you- I tell you-
about them.
I tell you what, the Parmesan and roasted garlic ones or the
Ooh.
pizza ones, those are like my answer. Like, I don't know
Ooh.
which one's my
You
favorite.
a fancy Pringle bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh, you wouldn't take any of the basics? No sour cream and onion for you?
Well, if my favorite's my favorite.
That's fair.
That's true,
fair.
that's
no.
fair.
If I had to pick like one single favorite, it would probably be pizza.
But
Like,
pizza's really
that's-
good.
Yeah, they're really good. Like, goddamn. Well, you hate Dan?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Hayden.
Yeah, we want to know.
Hoist you by your petard.
Yeah, get
I
fucked.
guess. Honestly, I don't eat a lot of Pringles, so I'm a big fan of sour cream and onion, and I do love me some pizza.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
Cause I'm
time.
like, I don't know if y'all like the goldfish like the pizza goldfish crackers.
Goldfish?
Goldfish.
They're so good. Oh my god.
I like pizza flavored things. I don't.
They're really
The snack
good.
that smiles back, then dies.
Goldfish. Oh. Went two different
Oh.
directions, I see.
I'm so excited for the comments to be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck is this episode? Remember, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And also, what is your favorite kind of Pringle,
Yeah.
listeners? Anyway,
let us
I'm gonna
know.
roll this D4.
And I also want to know like special like country exclusive flavors of Pringles.
Yeah.
Those are fucking cool, dude. Someone's gonna come in with the weirdest goddamn flavor, and we'll be like, "I need you to send this shit to me. I need to know."
Do cucumber
Like-
Pringles exist?
I
Because if they do,
know.
I need to send them to Anna.
Dude,
Yeah.
cucumber lays definitely exist.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like we've seen those. and it's like,
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Nope, I'm good.
Isn't it
Cucumber.
Cucumber?
It's
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Cute.
I love Anna. Anyway.
I also love Anna. I'm having the best time getting to finally be in a game with them. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
They seem like they're having
Oh.
so much fun in Logan's grave.
They're doing so good as Lilia. It's so fun.
I've known them for half an episode, and I'm like, I would die for all these characters. I love them so much. Y'all, I'm gonna be listening to more of it tonight. I love it. It's so good.
I really love your heckin' like tweets.
my
of you
my live
watching.
reactions. Yeah.
It makes me
Those
so happy.
people live reacting give me life.
Dude,
I- same.
agreed. Oh.
It's my favorite when I see it in the Discord and stuff like that. When people are just live reacting to our shows, it makes me so happy because I'm like, oh, what did they think about this moment? And I love
right.
like when they get to certain reveals and things like that.
It's so exciting that we love it. We love it. Like y'all can yell at us about the show that we're in because we love it so much.
Yeah,
Like do
we are
it.
big fans
do
of what
it.
we do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, go on. Hayden.
It's so good. This one's
Here's
for
what we
you,
got 'em.
Carrie.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Looks like you're about to be hoisted by your petard.
What petard have I been putting out there? What the
You're
heck?
like, Logan, what is a petard? Just
Logan,
curious.
Just tell me what a petard is, real quick.
Do you know what a petard is, Logan? Or do you just like saying the word petard?
Explain it to me in great detail.
Of course I know what a petard is.
Yeah.
It's a hoisting device.
Here it goes. Googling petard.
I don't know what you think your petard. Petard. I'll have you know that petard is a small bomb made out of metal or wooden box filled with powder used to blast a door down to
It's
make.
a bomb.
What?
Damn.
Why would anyone be hoisted by this?
Hoisting you by your bomb, I guess.
Does that mean you're basically
Phrases.
eating yourself?
Phrases be hoist by one's own petard means to have one's plans or to cause trouble for others backfire on oneself. Oh, so that phrase
Okay.
specifically has to do with when you're
bomb, a
being
backfire.
mischievous, and the mischief is done to you instead.
Oh.
Like when you try to do like a fucking, because it says it's like a firework kind of bomb. So I guess it's like if you try to use like a tiny bomb to blow out a toilet or something, and it goes off early and it splashes you or something, you were hoisted by your own petard.
Very my hubris.
I
energy.
self-pranked is basically what
so
that
you
means.
could say in Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring when Merry and Pippin
Yeah, no, go
when
on.
Merry and Pippin try to use the dragon firework, they are hoisted by their own petards.
Yes, they are.
Hayden, I would exactly say that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The opportunity
I would
was there.
exclusively
Yep.
use that example, Hayden.
I'm glad that
Perfect.
someone wrote into Wits and Crits and said, "What is a petard?" And we answered. I'm so proud of us.
That was the question.
That was the question,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I did it. I
absolutely.
answered. Roll again.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just Oh man, it landed not on the one that I was gonna ask, but I don't care because it's my show.
Oh, that-
Question for our boy Lori.
Oh, I was going to say Logan, and I was like, "Cool, I'm off the hook." And then you fully,
Nah, bitch.
Yup, absolutely swerved me. Shit.
Gets
We
swerved.
know
Yep.
that he's been revealing to everyone who he believes his father is. But does Lawrence know what Quintus looks like, or is he just going off a name?
Yeah, Lawrence, you fuck.
What a good question,
goodness.
Lori, you little asshole. Well, I would
stupid little bitch.
imagine, and Logan can fully fucking correct me. When Lori was told who his dad was, he did as much research as he could, and I don't know if there would be a picture or anything in the books
No.
that he looked up. I figured not.
This is a
yeah.
fantasy setting.
Yeah.
There's not.
Okay, not
so
a picture, but like a sketch,
a
portrait.
Even then, no.
Yeah.
Quintus is not that important of a
He's
person.
not that important because I know what the crest looks like.
Yeah,
but I can
the
see a crest
Valor
in a
Belt
book.
crest.
That's important.
Y-
Yeah.
It is frankly a miracle that Lawrence even found, like, the only reason they found the name Valor Belt or
Mhm.
Quintus is because it was said
Yep.
by their mother. Quintus is not that important in the grand scheme
No.
of the world. He is unknoble. He is like in Game of Thrones, he is like one of the Stark kids.
Yeah.
Like at the start of Game of Thrones.
Like down the line. not
Obviously he's
super
done some
important.
heroic stuff. He's
Yeah.
like
He's our Jon Snow.
kind of. He's not quite Jon Snow because Jon Snow is like, you know,
Yeah.
intentionally off to the side.
Yeah.
But no, they're like fucking. If
He's Sansa.
what was the fucking? Yeah, kinda.
yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
He's Sansa. Yeah.
Like in the grand scheme of the world, pending the events that are currently going on, where he's gaining more notoriety and now he's vaguely attached to the Sword of Damocles stuff. He's not that important to anyone,
Mm-hmm.
like outside of his own family and the Lions Council.
Yeah.
And even
So,
then,
yeah.
most of the Lions Council people, most of them don't even know who he is. They're just like, a
Mm-hmm.
Valor Built will be in this seat.
Yup. So yeah, no, I pretty much in Lori's research, he just kind of found out about like the nobility of the Valor Belts. And was
Yep.
like, my dad's super heckin' cool, and like, yeah, so I don't know what he looks like. No,
Nope.
No. Yep.
Shame.
That's
I
why
know.
that's why he sketched the Valor Built crest badly onto his
Mhm.
shoulder pad.
Oh.
So cute.
He's
I
just got a
loved
little
it.
lion
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, nobody noticed it until I was like fucking Valor Belt, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Like, made me really happy. But yeah, I don't know what my
So
dad looks
good.
like. But yeah, no fucking. He's just like, I'm sure he's super heckin' handsome, cause I'm so handsome. Like, yeah, he's gonna be super cool. Like, just.
You know, it's a shame.
What's
Hmm.
that?
In my scurry to get the episode recording, I forgot to change the background. But
Oh, no.
You know what? We're gonna do something so profesh, and it's gonna
Okay.
look really fun for everyone.
Okay.
we go.
While we're recording, I'm going to change the background because I need Lori there for the end of his days.
No. Dude, that was also a big
This is
thing.
gonna look
Logan
great.
Logan was very hesitant to let me be this child because he didn't want to hurt a child.
You have a
which
bad
is-
record with children.
Yup.
Also, I don't want to do. Now that you understand what this campaign has in it, by the way, do you understand why I was especially concerned with having a child
Yup.
in it?
Yup.
Okay.
And it was really funny because we were like, okay, you were like, Lori can be like 12, and that's as young as I want him to go. And then I was like, okay, but Logan, what if he's 10? And you were like, no, Carrie, you can't fucking have him be 10. And then we did some math for the timeline, and you were like, I think he has to be 10. And I'm like, hooray! Like-
Not that I'm saying that we're confirming anything, but for it to be a
But
believable.
plausible, yeah.
But it's within the realm of it even being a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yup. You're like, I hope you're happy, Carrie. Neither of us got our way. Like, just
Yep.
fucking, yeah.
I was
Does this
there for that
please
call.
you?
You were. It's really funny.
Oh,
I'm like, hell yeah. I think I wanted to go even younger. Like, initially I was like, I want to be 8. And you were like,
Yep.
for the love of God,
Nope.
Carrie, no.
No.
Like,
That's not happening.
yeah.
So Logan, I need you to know.
Yep.
Oh,
My next character is gonna be
Oh no.
9.5.
is that allowed?
Can I?
Nine.
Or what about 9 3/4?
Not unless there's a real good reason.
What is the youngest we're allowed to go on that 19?
I'm not answering that question. That's not a standard I'm setting. I'm not setting the lowest standard.
Yeah, Alejandro will get mad at me if we do that.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Oh, hells yeah.
Also, that
Alright.
fully depends on, like, races. Like, if someone's
Cool.
coming and being like, I want to be an Aarakocra, it's like, I'm 5.
I'm 5.
Sorry,
Like,
what?
fucking, yeah.
I believe
Mhm.
on the internet. Internet?
internet. On that there internet.
Oh, that there internet, it's pronounced Aarakocra. Anyway.
I've heard of bird folk in Somnus Domina. I don't think I've ever heard of an Aarakocra.
Wow. That's why I said that there internet. I like today's energy.
Mhm, me too.
I
Me
missed
too.
you, dorks. Alright. I think we got time for a couple more.
Oh, shit.
Hey, for Logan,
What's up?
I have an incredibly high stakes question for you.
Oh,
What's
fuck
up?
yeah.
What do you think
What's
it's
up?
going to be about?
I think it's gonna be about.
What do you think?
It's gonna be about. It's gonna be about. It's gonna be about.
Vocal fry, you got it.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
What's more likely? A DMS speech game or a Vestige one? Hashtag
Oh.
Moonkrakens.
Yes.
It seems more likely to me that we would have a DMS speech game if I'm thinking about the tones of the
Yeah.
games. And also, you know, that would give us more DMS, whereas we know we're going to get more Vestige in the future.
Twoo.
Plus, it would open up a lot of situations of silly demons wearing silly outfits and playing volleyball or whatever.
That sounds incredible. I want to play
some-
volleyball with Uncle Dante.
Oh,
Yeah. I think probably DMS. Although, on a long enough scale, on a long enough timeline, Vestige is more likely because Vestige will be in our minds actively longer.
Yeah, that's fair. That's our reward for like finishing the campaign is we get a beach day.
On a long enough timeline, everybody's survival rate is 0%.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
Oh.
Except beaches
Is that beaches?
or whatever.
Oh, beach game. It's the only time I want to go to the
Game.
beaches in D&D.
That's valid.
You fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I like the beach,
Uh-uh.
but I like the beach in like tropical climates. Like if I'm going to Hawaii, I'm down.
Fair.
I
Okay.
like the
Okay,
beach.
see, I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii, but I'm not a huge fan of the beach. It's the sand, man.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same,
It's
man.
coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, dude. All right.
I'll kill you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Kiwi, I have one more question for you.
What is it, Hayden?
To Kiwi.
Oh.
Quinn places a lot of importance in the stories he was told about Moira, because they were all he had, and even if she's not with him, because she's off doing something or other, probably something important, who fucking knows?
Who fucking knows?
Is this the same way Laurie views the stories his mother told him? And if so, was this parallel intentional or just a happy coincidence?
Oh. That's such a sweet question. So, heckin' Laurie's mom is the only parent that he's had. One second, let me double check her name. No, it begins with an M because Logan made so many people's names begin with an M and then signed a fucking sketchy document with an M.
I didn't mean to do that.
Uh-huh. Maeve. Yep. No,
Maeve,
heckin'
nice.
Maeve, yep. yeah, she was his only parent, so obviously
I did it, though.
Yeah, you did it though. Heckin', so he loves her more than anything. He loves her so much, and he would hang on like every word that she would say to him. So yeah, like stories from her would be incredibly important. So yeah, that I feel like that's just a happy coincidence because I didn't think about that. Like I really didn't think about it. I didn't think about how much Lori would like adore his mom, and the parallels with Gwen. Like that's really cool. I fucking love that. Heckin' very good fucking observation there, viewer. Way to fucking go.
Whoever the fuck you are.
Whomstever that was.
I have no idea.
Whomstever could have said such a thing.
I don't
Hell
record
yeah.
who asks who has.
Who.
Neither do I, Hayden.
Welcome to Wits and Grits.
Good. I need more coffee, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll make it better.
But yeah,
Anyway.
that's super cute. I love that.
Yeah, that's such a fun coincidence. That's perfect.
Yeah, very sweet parallel. Heck yeah.
If it's true.
Okay, listen. If
I'm
Quinn's his dad, Maeve's his mom, that I'd like to be sure of. Like,
Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah, like,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Don't die. Don't die.
No, I'm just taking a drink.
Don't die.
Okay.
No, I heard the but I decided to make it
Okay.
more Gwemwinny.
Okay, I thought you were just fucking imitating him being like.
I mean, I was, but I just made it more gremlin.
Just making me being a little dragon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Tabasco.
Oh, Tabasco.
I meant the one from the collab stream, but yeah.
Oh,
Still.
yeah.
Tabasco.
What
though,
was
I'ma
it?
get
Like
that kid.
Ardu or whatever the
Like,
fuck?
Ardu, yeah, it was something like that. I love them.
Oh,
Fucking
he's so good.
I love that just every time we got to the end of a day, I was just like,
Jesus.
just like
so
fucking
good.
end of the third day, Roy was like, Logan, do you like making monster sounds in D&D? And I was like, ah! That's so
Like,
funny.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, well, my beautiful, beautiful beings, whom I love so very much. That's all the questions we got.
Oh my
for
God.
today.
Oh my gosh, we did
That's
it,
it.
Logan.
In and we're
did it.
out, we're
Oh.
up and we're down.
Nice. We're so powerful. Look at us
You
go.
are.
Excuse me.
Fuck yeah.
Never.
What a great tone to end that on.
What a great note to end.
That is all the time we have for today, teenies. So, Carrie and Logan, why don't you go ahead and shamelessly promote yourself?
Oh my goodness, Logan, you go because you got so many things.
Do I?
Yeah.
I wrote the books.
Where can they get those books? I got you, boy. Don't worry, I got you.
You can find me at twitter.com/the Azure Crow or Blazing Azure Crow or Logan Laidlaw. I don't know what one actually finds me anymore. Or you can find me in your favorite cartoon. I'm in all of them. Or you can find me on DriveThruRPG by searching Logan Laidlaw and finding me on there and all my stuff. Or you can find me on this channel or on Project Mouthwash or in the other places I do voices or here. I'm mostly here. They
It's
send
true.
everybody home at the end of the day and I just stay in the studio and I eat nuts.
What kind of nuts?
Pistachios.
Oh, nice. Classy,
Nom nom.
classy beach. Heckin'. You can find me so many places. You can find me here. Heckin' on Mondays and Saturdays and the occasional Thursday. Heckin', you can find me over at Something Witty Gaming, streaming on Fridays. Also on the Something Witty Entertainment YouTube. Heckin', keep a close eye on those because we just got back from Anime Fest and we premiered the new episode of My Hero. So we're hoping to show that on a stream very, very soon. Heckin', yeah, just check out some of the Witty Entertainment stuff. You can find me on Twitter, ExpoMonkeyX, and same on like heckin' the Gram and TikTok and all that heckin' good stuff.
How about you, hey Dan?
Okay, well, I guess if you want more on me, or
Yeah.
weird if you do, I suppose.
How dare
You can
you.
find me over on Twitter at HeyBaleVoice. That's HAYBALE Voice. I'm also on Instagram under HeyBaleVoice, but most of the time you can find me as Scylla Aria, which is SYLLAARIA. I'm a little fairy VTuber. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, but mostly over on twitch.tv/ScyllaAria. We do a lot of cute, fun things. We make dice live. We play Baldur's Gate. We do VO collabs, which is a new thing we've been doing. We had Logan and Anna and Roy Kiato on the most recent one, on the first episode, which was really, really fun. So if you want some VO stuff, you can definitely tune in there. It's going to be a good time. And if you want more Nat 19, because why wouldn't you? Which you should. You should want all things Nat 19. Remember, you can tune in Monday through Wednesday for gaming streams with the cast. Mondays, we have the Cutie Cult, which is Carrie, Aaron, and Spencer. On Tuesdays, we have the Cool Kids, which is Matthew, Cody, and Eric. And on Wednesdays, alternating with Wits and Crits, we have Chaos Crew, which is myself and Braden Alexander. And Thursdays, we have our alternating D&D games of Princess of the... I was reading that right. I second-guessed myself. I'm coming in again. Beep, beep, beep. Princess of the Apocalypse and Devils Might Surrender. And on Saturdays,
Is it accurate to call them rotating at this point?
It's what my script says, okay?
That's fair. All right, that's fair.
Just to make it easy on the listener, man.
That's fair.
On Saturdays, we have Gilligan's Grave. And if you are interested in our merchandise or you just want to know more about our team in general, you can visit our website at nat19show.com. That is nat19show.com. Thank you, teenies, for listening, and we will see you next time where we will have, I'm announcing it here, we will have Saggy. We're gonna have Justice on his first ever episode. I'm very excited to have him. And he's gonna be paired with our lovely Adna.
Perfect.
Get your questions in your brains.
And presumably they'll have slept.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll be less tired than the three of us.
Gosh, I hope so. I want that for them, you know? All right, teenies, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Love you. Mwah!